Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's having a great start to your day. Let's turn this down. Sean, good morning. I hope you're having a great start to your day, and I appreciate you so much. Uh, you really are a big help, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. Yesterday, as I was closing down the morning live, I saw where somebody had asked, "What's the new channel?" And I'd already pushed the button to end it. So it's pinned today. And Sean, sometimes when you share the channel, again, I really appreciate it. I don't get notification that you've done that sometimes until the next day. Hey, I just left Papa B's a few minutes ago. Yeah, I wasn't reading chat very much. I had the phone on the charger so I would be ready to do this live stream. Oh, thank you so much. And I hope you're having a good evening. Hassan. Good afternoon, Hassan. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, any of those commands anybody can do. Exclamation and people's name, exclamation ME is Nightbot will show your channel. We have a nice chilly rain this morning. Kind of comes and goes, a drizzle. It's one of those winter days where, yeah, Val, that's going to hit us later today. We're going to have winds 30 and 40 miles an hour starting around noon. Oh, geez, Val. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're able to. Yeah, you can see the trees starting to sway a bit. And you know when the leaves are gone and the branches are still swaying like that, it's pretty good wind. Yeah, from a couple of 3 or 4 weeks ago, I guess, really, until probably the next 3 or 4 weeks is my least favorite time of year. I enjoy Christmas, I enjoy New Year's, but I like more sunshine. Judy Wheeler, good morning. I hope you're doing well, Judy. And thanks to all of you guys, the new channels got, uh, uh, it was sitting at 60, but the numbers go up and down so fast, you never know. I've already drank my pot of coffee. I've got the I got the dishwasher ready to go. As soon as I finish this live, uh, I'll start the dishwasher. Y'all don't need to hear it running. Just know, good morning. Yesterday, my gut was telling me go live on the new channel to lock everything in. And so I set up a little spot. I got a couple of CDs. Just going to do a real short uh, live to lock the new channel in and everything. Got everything set up. Made sure nothing was stuck on my face. Selected go live, and the YT powers that be, what did they do? They demanded information. So I said, okay, they've changed the policy. I verified the information, and they told me it would take 24 hours to get everything through their system. So I'm just glad I did that yesterday, because I want everything ready for this coming weekend, and hopefully have a good conversation about music. Thank you, Judy. I'm really, I'm very hopeful for the new channel. Uh, if it turns out to be what I hope it to be, we're all going to have some good fun, good discussions. And this channel's not going away. I want to keep posting stuff. I'm going to keep having morning coffees. I've got an idea for a couple of improvements. We'll see where things go. PMC, good morning. PMC, you were hanging out on Donna's channel longer than I did. Some of the chat aimed at her I found a little questionable. Was she allowing that? Or, I mean, like, was she ignoring it, or what was the story there? And PMC, everybody's telling you hello there. Yeah, if that continues, I probably, once I see that, I mean, I'm probably going to leave that chat. Yeah. Uh, don't get me wrong, I would take up for her, but why should I do more than they're doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Val. Moggs was having that tooth thing. Stevie B was still recovering. Judy's had her situation. No shortage on the prayer list these days. Yeah, PMC. I'm not going to tell them what to do on their channel, but you know, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good either. PMC, I can't say I even remember what I did for you. Let's see what I programmed in. Yep, okay. Exactly, Val. Yes, PMC, exactly. I'm not going to support that kind of behavior. Hey, I just like to have a little fun. And for the people who come to the channel on a regular basis, I really appreciate y'all. And that's just a little something, you know. An hour and 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, that sounds like so much fun. I did 1.2 miles on the treadmill. Does that count? Oh no, Judy. We got to get you better, girl. You've had too much going on. Um, my asthma's been acting up so bad lately. I've not done very long hikes, and my inhaler didn't do any good at all. And then I thought, well, how long have you had this? And I took it apart and checked the expiration date, and it was some time ago. The good part about having a good memory is, good morning, John P. The good part about having a good memory is it's like it just seems like yesterday I purchased it. But the bad part is it seemed like yesterday and it wasn't. Most of the time, my asthma medicine goes out of date before I use it up because I use it so seldom. But this, I ate something that triggered it, and I can't figure out what it is. John P, how's that baby? John P has a little one, a little one. In school. Wait a minute. Oh, um, I thought you had a newborn not that many months ago. And I'm sorry to hear the little one is sick. Oh, okay. There we go. Seems like yesterday, and it's been a year. Just what, 10 days, and it'll be a year old, your little one? Oh, my goodness. Well, let me tell you, prayers work. Okay, I'll check that out. The 7th is your birthday. I was going to say, everybody remember Michael Haywood. His birthday is January 2nd. What? That's 3 January 7th birthdays. Somebody's parents getting busy the 1st of spring. Okay. You mean the 7th of February? I know quite a few people born around that time, PMC. One on the 5th, one on the 8th, one on the 12th. Judy, I can't hear it. It's if I was to turn it up so I could hear the birds out there, I'd get a terrible echo. But I kind of got a plan where I'll be able to hear the birds and not get an echo. That's coming up. Hopefully, I will start that January the 1st. Now that I think about it, it might end up being January 2nd because if all goes well, might have a New Year's get together online. Uh, Probably crows. Crows and vultures. The other birds, they're not as prominent once they leave the yard here, but I mean the crows are pretty prominent here also in the yard. You used to see blue jays all the time, but it's rare to see a blue jay these days. I see more cardinals here around the yard. When I was growing up near here, there was blue jays everywhere, all the time, and cardinals were very rare. Which cardinal is the state bird. That's why I kind of noticed them. Yeah, yeah. There can be some robins. I mean, I am not an expert on birds. I just enjoy the sounds, and uh, when I do see them, I enjoy seeing them. Somewhere or other, I had some video of a huge woodpecker, red-headed woodpecker, and I can't find it, or I would have posted it. Yeah, Mog's friend Chris, he's come to the channel once or twice. Now he is a bird expert, uh, way above the average bear. You ask him, and he'll tell you he's not an expert, but trust me, he knows a lot. And he's participating in the bird count project. I think he said every couple of once a year they take 2 weeks to count birds in different areas. So he spends the day counting birds. He'll put what kind of bird it is and how many. And that constant drip, drip, drip is the downspout. Yeah, Val, I haven't seen it, but there's a woodpecker that's kind of to the left of where the camera is pointed. A couple of 100 yards is what it seems like. And it's got the weakest, I mean, it just goes pet, pet, pet like that. I mean, I don't know. But every once in a while, we'll get a real woodpecker and they'll peck on the downspouts. That's a little bit annoying. Oh, Judy, that sounds great. Yep, it's funny. It's funny in the beginning, but if it lasts too long, no, it's not funny. I'm a huge animal lover. Uh, I became a lifetime member of our zoo here in Asheboro, and my card, I put it someplace safe, and I put it someplace safe and don't use it very often. So it's safely somewhere that I can't find. Wow. We used to get a lot of those little birds that are bright yellow and black. Snakes are all yours. I enjoy seeing them at a distance, preferably on TV. And that's mostly because if there's a snake around, I'm usually the one that finds it. Y'all remember this past summer? I was actually doing a live on the back porch, and I don't remember why I was opening the screen door to go down the steps, but there was a snake laying right at the door on the just up against the door. And there I was with sandals on right next to it. I figured it would go back down the steps, but no. Yeah, I got to see a little bit of that, John, but not everything. Good morning, Misty. I remember now I was going to step outside the screen porch to take a picture or do a short video of deer. And that's when I saw the snake. And it didn't go down the steps. It came onto the back porch and it was going straight for the back door to get in the house. All yours, PMC. All yours. That's like music, you know. Some people like music that I just don't care for, but I'm not going to tell them not to listen to music that they like. You know, you like snakes, you like snakes. I think they're fascinating. Spiders can be fascinating too. We've got black widows around here and brown recluse. Don't care to run into those two. I think the black widow is, I mean, that shiny black with that perfect hourglass red. That's gorgeous. And the Black Widow is a pretty good song by Alice Cooper. Judy, Val, everybody, are y'all going to be on in chat for Mog's show tomorrow night? Wow, Judy. Whoa. Did he do some serious dancing, Val? And Judy, I didn't know that you spent time in Florida. And oh, that was a big bird. One woman I dated, she did not believe in killing spiders. It was a definite no-no, but she didn't want them around either. So if there was a spider around, I had to scoop it up and take it outside. Yeah, Val, I do the same thing in different channels. Uh, you know, if I don't have anything that I feel would be a positive contribution, I just say hello, hope everybody's doing well, and then I just listen. It's like PMC's conversations when he goes live. I don't think I cannot think of a single conversation I've listened in on him that wasn't interesting, but there's several that I've just not had any input, so I just listen. But usually I'm tinkering with something while I'm listening. That's uh, like I'll do dishes or try to fix something. I got a couple of projects that I'm doing now. I am glad this only happened one time in my entire lifetime did I see this. We were living down close to Durham, and we looked out on the back porch, somebody did, and it was covered with spiders. So we turned on the back porch light and was looking out the back door. I mean, there was dozens of them, and these are big spiders. Oh yeah, PMC, that's some good stuff. But we were watching these spiders, and they were on the ceiling, and they would drop down to the floor on the back porch. And that's a freaky thought. All these spiders on the ceiling and dropping down, straight down. But then saw a couple of the spiders. I don't know how on earth they did it, but they jumped straight up and stuck to the ceiling. Yeah. And PMC, I used to do uh, furniture finishing and refinishing. And I totally agree with you. My coffee table uh, and my stereo cabinet, I partly uh, the coffee table. I did some of the build and all of the finish, and the stereo cabinet. I just finished it. I bought it unfinished. That way, I could get the color and everything I wanted. And I've redone kitchen table and chairs. Yeah, the Amish are amazing. I was talking about one of their the Amish use it. It's a fireplace that doesn't go. The exhaust doesn't go straight up behind the fireplace. The fireplace is like a box, but it's not uh, not metal, and it you feed it into the front, it goes back, and then it goes to the right and back out the wall, and it's very very efficient. Yeah, Frank Lloyd Wright. He did the. I think he did the flying saucer for the day the Earth stood still. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it was Frank Lloyd Wright that did it. I can't. I can't remember why that tidbit is in my head, other than I'm a big fan of the day the Earth stood still. Yeah, PMC. Judy, I'm not seeing a notice that you've posted anything. I need to go check your channel out. Yeah, I used to watch This Old House religiously, but I've not watched it in a good while. Really? So that's there. Okay. I like the idea of a tiny house. I really do. And after my trip to Florida, uh, hey Ron, all you gotta do is type exclamation ME, and that's all you have to do. Well, Nightbot's already done it. You put that space in there. Nightbot doesn't handle spaces very well. Yeah, I've got so much stuff. Y'all have already heard me say I need to start selling stuff. Uh, but the trip to Florida, I can't drive 12 hours like I used to. Sitting still really gets me. Michael Haywood, good morning, sir. And for the people that don't already know, that Jim's camera on music is pins at the top of chat. I'm cranking that up for music discussions, and I'll probably have one live show a week because I'm not going to purchase StreamYard. I'll just, how much ever free time they give a month, that'll be it. Uh, because I want to talk to people, different people with music, about music. Some artists, some people who are just interested in music, but it's going to be driven by people in chat. Oh, I was just telling people that the new channel that I just started, that's what we'll be doing. And sometime this afternoon, that channel will be 1 week old. And I'm creating a video to post today. We're going to stay at least here. We're starting out at about 50. It's not going to get above 55, and it's going to be off and on rain. And the wind is really picking up. Ron, the uh, line that's pinned at the top, that has my new channel link. Good morning, Sharon, or good afternoon to you. Thank you, Judy. Yeah, the message pinned at the top, Nightbot, Jim's camera on music. That's the link to it. Thanks, Ron. We're going to test it out. Hopefully, it'll be something of interest to people. And I do not claim to be an expert. Music just turns up in conversation around me all the time. I hope I'll be able to convey some information that maybe some people didn't know, and people in chat will be talking about stuff that I never heard of. So it's teach a little, learn a lot for me. Specific songs for a road trip. Not really, but there's a couple of driving songs that I really, really like to drive by. Radar Love, Golden Earring. That one I really like to drive by. Yes, Roundabout. That one's a good one to drive. Freebird is good if you can control your speed. And I have put on one of Journey's greatest hits CDs in the car, and people riding with me after a couple of hours said, "Please change the CD," and I didn't realize that it was in loop play, because I can listen to Journey nonstop 24/7. That they're just that good. Trying to think of what other really good driving songs. But Driver's Seat, Sniffing the Tears, Radar Love, two that kind of come to mind. See, PMC, he's probably, what are you, PMC? A little more than half my age. And he probably knows more about music than I do. Yeah, I can't drive 55. Michael, I wouldn't do that. Yes, I like Chris Ray, Ron. If you go to the new channel and look at the playlist, I've got a Chris Ria uh, playlist, and I liked his song from the '70s, which was a good little song, but uh, his song "Highway to" what was it? This is the road to hell. That song is something else. Yeah, you're just a little past half my age, PNC. I'll have to look that up, Mike. Yeah, I hate it. His song in the '70s was kind of a pop song and kind of misleading because he's really. I like the stuff he did in the '80s better than that. But I mean, it's a good song. He did "Fool If You Think It's Over" in the mid '70s. Oh yeah, I like all of those too, PNC. So yeah, I agree with you, Ron. Uh, from about '65 to about the end of the '80s is the peak, the bell curve, so to speak. Before '65, there's good music, just not as much. And after '89, there's good music, but just not as much. Oh, geez, that's good to know. I didn't know he didn't like those, PMC. Now I'm not going to be as brave as Moggs and put the link in chat, at least not in the beginning, for StreamYard for people to come up on the panel. But people that I have their email address or phone number, uh, I'll I hope to have some of them to come up on the panel. Yeah, I remember sitting in front of a black and white TV and seeing Ed Sullivan uh, from uh, from wherever he said England, whatever. These are the Beatles, and all the women went crazy. Yeah, Billy Squires got some great music. It was a shame. Somebody, some director, I don't remember exactly who talked him into doing a music video where he was dancing around and fans didn't like it. It's like, get over it. He has great music. Who cares how he dances? Just don't watch him dance. Hey, John P. Yeah, I like Elvis. I like Elvis singing Christmas music. Elvis singing uh, Christian music. Elvis just has a great voice, period. And I know a lot of people didn't like him in movies, but I did. His favorite movie for me is Follow That Dream. I think that's a really good movie. Oh yeah. You know, in the mid '60s, you know, before the early '60s, popular music was country music. Yep, absolutely. PMC. I like all of those. Good morning, Juan. Uh-oh, Juan. Well, I hope you have a good day at work. Yeah. uh, when disco first came out, I hated it. I mean, I hated it. We made fun of disco quite a bit. I was very thankful for Boston and Foreigner, but disco kind of grew on me. Juan, you take it easy. Okay, thanks, Juan. Uh, KC and the Sunshine Band was so irritating when he came out, and now I listen to KC. So go figure. I like the Bee Gees before, during, and after disco. If you want to see something that's really funny looking, look up the Bee Gees from, I think they were performing in Australia in the late 50s before they had grown up. Yeah, but that's disco. You know, it's something to dance to. It's not necessarily a, great song to sing. Yeah, today's music doesn't do much for me. The last music that I have been made aware of that I like, uh, it was Extreme, and they released an album with a gorilla on the face that was on the front of the album. And they have two really good songs. And I don't want to bore people, but I know I've said this before: Rise and Other Side of the Rainbow. Uh, I really like both of those songs. Other Side of the Rainbow is a little softer, but it's still got some great guitar. And Rise is just a rocker, period. And PNC, the thing about it is with today's music, auto tune, uh, AI writing songs for people. Uh, Geez, I just don't know. I found a channel, and actually, I hope to have him come on the show and talk about music and how he does it. But we'll see. Yeah. Extreme did More Than Words, and that was in the '90s, but that was a one-off. People who went to see them live was quite upset when the band, that's not their main music that they do. And a lot of today's music, back in the day, you had to cut tape and you had to cut it in a very specific place, and then piece it together, and that was difficult to do. So what what they would do is they had to sing the complete song, and even when they was singing, the repeated parts, they sang it a little bit different. And today they'll sing the chorus and then they'll just copy and paste, so it's the exact same thing. uh, yeah, they depended on talent back then. I have some of these channels where everything is AI generated. Yeah, the songs aren't that bad, but they're just not. Everything is average. Everything is lukewarm. There's no standouts. Yeah, you don't have any failure, but you don't have any standout. Yeah, Ron, I used to have a uh, huge amount of uh, investment for my stereo. It was uh, it was good enough. I could play a recording of lightning, and I could have neighbors coming out of their house on a clear day looking up at the sky. But I couldn't do that very often because I would have just vibrated my home to the ground. So, when Adele first came on the scene, she was doing really great music. Her voice is fantastic. Her voice is still fantastic, but I don't know. There you go. Uh, and then listening to having that stereo and listening to loud music's why my hearing's not as good as it should be. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Classical gas, a great guitar piece. Sometimes I'll listen to Mozart's flute concerto, but I have to be careful listening to some of the classical music. Yeah, it'll put me to sleep. Oh, PMC. Uh, Most songs you can you can take the vocals out and listen to the song, just the instruments play, and they sound really good. Uh, yeah, I've got that in my playlist, the no 3 minute limit, because the original version is 17 minutes long. Inagata Vita by Butterfly. Yes, yes, Ron. Karen is one of my favorite. Dusty did a great job. And what I was getting at, PMC, is listen to uh, Supermassive Black Hole by Muse. Listen to that song, and then listen to the song with nobody singing. It just doesn't work. The singers singing is part of the instruments. And I've kind of been a fan of listening to instrumental versions of songs. I think it's because in grade school I played trumpet, and we did popular songs in the performing band, and I just kind of got used to hearing just the instruments play with no vocals. So sometimes that's great. See, you guys are getting me pumped up, looking forward to the music channel. Yeah, on the new channel, you guys check out the playlist. I've got about 300 or 400 songs in different playlists there. Uh, Probably one of my big time favorites, and this kind of goes in with what we were talking about earlier. Edgar Winter, Frankenstein, and he named it Frankenstein because they had to cut the tape so many times and piece it together. It was like a Frankenstein. Yeah. Let me think here a second. Mannheim Steamroller. They, you know, they're playing instruments and Christmas music, and I really enjoy listening to them. Yeah, I like to hear some tribute bands, Ron. Uh, I've heard a tribute band, Hell's Bells, for AC/DC, and I've seen a couple of Journey tribute bands. Uh, I think it was around 2000. Morning, Shirley. Ron, I think it was around 2000 or so. I saw a Journey tribute band, and the guy was really, really good. And I wrote an email to Greg Rowley and asked his opinion on, how he felt about cover bands. And I was amazed. He wrote back, and we had a pretty good conversation. Ron, I used to enjoy doing stuff like that. I mean, I saw Delbert McClintock in a really small venue and enjoyed it, but I just don't have any tolerance for the drunks there. Uh, I could put up with them a little more when I was younger, but I just don't care to be around them. And the funny thing is, a couple of the best concerts I ever saw was at Carowinds in their outdoor area. I saw the Hollies there. I saw America there, and they put on great shows. And everybody was seated. There was a lot of fresh air, well behaved group. Yeah, I like Joan Jett. Oh, I've been very lucky living close enough to the Greensboro Coliseum. That's where I saw most of them. I've seen Boston. I've seen Fleetwood Mac 4 times because I'm a big Fleetwood Mac fan. Bob Seger, the Eagles, Firefall, Orleans. They were opening bands. PMC, thanks for stopping in. You be careful out there, and I know you're going to do a lot of good work today. I know this is the Nature Channel, but this morning is a pretty good example of what the music channel is going to be. And part of the reason I'm starting the music channel is because conversation like today. I liked it when Joan Jett, Billy Idol, and Tiffany, all three had Tommy James and the Shondells songs. And I think Tiffany and Billy Idol had those songs in the top 10 at the same time. And they were top 10 hits for Tommy James. I don't remember if they went to number one or not, but they were top 10, I'm pretty sure. Just goes to show a good song is a good song no matter when. I mean, there's a reason that orchestras around the world are playing Beethoven today. It's some serious good music. Silence Disco, is that the name of the band? I agree with you, Ron. I like festivals. I saw Bonnie Raitt at no charge before she released her big hits. It's probably a few months before she released Nick of Time, and that was at the Greensboro Street Festival. Oh, well, in that case, I listen to silent disco all the time. The volume's just turned down so low, I never hear it. And and this is another one of those things I cannot explain, but I like Euro techno music, like Tangerine Dream, Dirty Vegas, stuff like that. When Mitsubishi was using Dirty Vegas for their advertising, this was before the internet, or no, not before the internet. The internet was just getting started. But I searched high and low until I found out who sang that song. And then I searched high and low to find a CD. And then I was very disappointed that it only had one song that I really, really liked, and that was Days Go By. And I hope that to be one of the things that I do with the music is get information from somebody, and then the following week, give it a listen and see what comes of it. Oh, okay. I've seen that. Yes, I have seen that. I find that really comical when there's three different beats and people are dancing to different beats. Yeah, I'm subbed to you, Ron. I checked to make sure. Thought I was, but got the yellow vehicle. Let's all recite the YouTube mantra. Allegedly, this information is good. Uh, and this show is for entertainment purposes only. Your mileage may vary. Wow. I like the concept, Ron, when you include that information. I had seen it and I just passed over it. I mean, it wasn't for me. Now, do the DJs get some kind of prize if they get more people listening to them than anybody else? Do they even keep score? Okay. So they get like followers. Okay, cool. And Ron, see stuff like that. That's the whole reason for the channel. We learn about stuff, music related, that maybe we didn't know before. Donna, I hope you're doing good today, Donna. Are you off work heading for home? Yeah, Ron, that's a plus. But and I get the reason for it, and I like the fact that it doesn't disturb the neighbors. But there's something about hearing that train whistle and seeing everybody jump up from their seats to get on the dance floor for the Gap Band party train. And I guess if you see somebody with a different color flashing on their headphones, you don't go ask them, you do not go ask them for a slow dance. I can't dance a lick. I just know how to hold a lady in the correct manner and sway to the music. That's all I claim to know. I just get out and get stupid on the dance floor. That's all. It's about having a good time. At least back then it was. But now I could knock the rust off and do an electric slide that knock your socks off. And if I really wanted to knock the rust off and polish up, I could do what was it? The bus stop. That was popular when Anita Ward did "Ring My Bell." And trust me, when Chubby Checker was doing the twist, I was right there, just twisting my little bottom off. That's why I don't have a bottom today. Between work and twisting, I just wore it off. But as long as you're having a good time, uh, that's the main thing. Just have a good time. Now I've got Johnny Rivers playing in my mind, slow dancing, swaying to the music. all those good slow songs. That's correct, Nightbot. Thank you for reminding me to thank everybody. I appreciate everyone coming in to chat and hanging out. I think yesterday there was a total of 80 some people that came by the show and viewed, at least for a little while, which still blows my mind. Well, it looks like the fog is lifting, which is a good thing. Judy, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have fun, feel better, and of course, hope to catch you again soon. Good morning, Mox. Great to see you. Hope you're doing much better. Uh, and before I forget, Moggs, are you going to do your normal 2 hours on Thursday night? Or do you think you're going to do a longer show, or what's your plans if you have plans yet? Well, I was thinking about after your show, if you didn't go long, I was going to take the music channel live and ring in the new year for a few folks. Wouldn't have a panel or anything because StreamYard's very limited, but just to get the bugs worked out with that. That's right. It is Wednesday night. Why was I thinking it was Thursday night? Because I looked at the calendar wrong is why I was thinking that. In that case, I'll just go ahead and tell everybody I'll be doing the music channel Wednesday night unless YouTube throws another speed bump in front of me. So Wednesday, we'll see. Yeah, Wednesday. That is much better. Thanks, Misty. I I'm kind of going along the lines of I'm not going out driving on the roads on New Year's Eve and whatnot, and I can think of uh, no place I'd rather be than online talking with you guys. I've gone to friends' homes for uh, New Year's a few times, but that was where I could, take a sleeping bag with me and sleep until the next morning. Too many crazies on the road these days, in my opinion. And I hope Stevie B is resting and getting better every day. She's had that bug for a long time now. I think everybody's about relaxed out for this morning. I'm going to grab a coat and cap and head out to close down the stream. Give everybody a chance to say bye to one another that's still here. But I certainly appreciate everybody coming in this morning. Again, this channel is going to stay Nature Channel. I'll be doing live streams just the same. And it'll just be not focused on music here. All the music will be with the new channel. Thank you, Moggs. I appreciate you. You and Stevie B allowing me to promote the channel last Tuesday and Thursday, and then WTF Mike, the three of y'all, and I'm up to, it's hit as high as 60, but YouTube's playing games, jumping up and down. That's a, I hate to sound like a stuck record, but that's just the way it is. But getting the bugs worked out with that, and just like I said, this channel is going to stay the same. Going to stay more focused on nature. There's just got to be so much music and people talking to me about doing a music channel. I said, why not? I want to push the wind chime when I get out there. Still drizzling a little bit. Not much though. Thank you one and all. I hope y'all have a great day. As always, I hope hundreds and thousands of kind words come your way. And we will catch you tomorrow morning, I hope. Take care.